This is the Lisa Baxter show, and the name of this show is called Just in Case You Didn't Get It. This is show number 10 that I'm doing today, and I just wanted to come clean with you today to let you know the different things that we deal with dialysis. This is a reality show, and you're going to have some realities for you today. I'm on the machine, and I'm on this machine today all the time for 3.5 hours. So in that 3.5 hours, I have to get so many things done, or I like to get done. Sometimes I relax, sometimes I rest, and sometimes I try to eat before I get here, because you do get hungry with it. One of the best things that I will brought with me is my Bible. My Bible, I read scriptures because they encourage me. I read the Word of God because it makes me forget about what I'm dealing with or what I'm going through. So I have to talk to God, I have to pray to God, sing to Him, anything that's going to help me get through my 3.5 hours. This is my Word. I'm putting it right here. This is my bag that I carry. One of them. I got so many bags. I also like to read regular books or books that deal with health. And this is one of the health books that I've been looking at and looking for, because now we're trying to do balance in life. So not just working on one thing, I'm working on many things. Many things. So reading, eating right, doing right. I was doing okay before, but sometimes you got to do things better. Much better than what you were doing. And that's what I am trying to do. One of the other things that I do is I carry my blanket. I need the blanket because sometimes it gets very chilly in here. It gets chilly, it gets cold. You need the blanket. Sometimes they'll give you something, but I carry my own blanket. Pastor Lois gave me this blanket. So I carry it with me. It's near and dear to me. It's very warm, especially when I get cold. I cover up. You can't hardly find me in here because I'm all covered up. Now, for enjoyment now, I will carry on my cell phone. It's not just for enjoyment. This phone, I talk on the phone, maybe to my husband, Mitch, or my sisters. I talk, sometimes I do business on the phone while I'm here. I will do business on the phone. It also plays music and everything as well. So I'll chat up a storm. I do a little bit of everything with the phone. It's new, so I'm not saying that much about it because I had a different one before. This one, God knows it does everything. So sometimes you need a phone that does everything. Check your emails and stuff like that. So I'll chat on the phone, I'll talk on the phone. I try not to disturb anybody around me because there's other people here. So I might talk to them. And most of the time I talk. I do my greeting as I come in. I get to that later. Another thing that I do is I may watch myself a movie. Whether I watch it from the TV that they have for us, or I'll watch it on my Kindle Fire. I enjoy that as well. Yeah, always get a good movie. You also can read the Bible from this as well. You can read other books from this as well if you don't want to carry so many things. The bag shouldn't be too heavy. You don't want it to be too heavy. Okay? That goes with the Kindle Fire. And what I got for Christmas is an iPod. Woo! Downloaded a lot of my favorite music, especially gospel. I will put it in here, and I put these things, babies, in my ears, and I forget where I'm at. Sometimes it makes me emotional. I even start crying sometimes, but it's in a good way and not in a bad. Okay? So that's another thing that I do. I'm trying to take you through slow because I really want you to understand and see and get what dialysis patients go through, what they deal with, what they go through. Now, you're seeing me on a very good day, all right? I'm pretty strong most of the time. I'm strong, you know, I'm good, you know, I'm flexible, you know, I don't let nothing kill me or keep me down. center. Let me just take you through. I get to the center. First thing I do is I go get my weight. Got to get your weight. I get my weight so they'll know how much fluid to take off me. So I go over there, I get my weight, they take my temperature, and they find out if I have a fever or if anything like that is going on. I ain't got no fever. But believe it or not, this is my cuff for my pressure to be taken. So every 30 minutes, the thing automatically, it comes together and it starts taking my pressure. Now, because I deal with low blood pressure, they will, you know, they look after me, they run over here, they try to find out if I'm good or bad. First of all, I talk so much, they know I'm good. When you see sister not talking, I'm leaning to the side, that means my pressure is low. I'm not talking, it's definitely low. I talk all the time, so that's low blood pressure. So they usually give me saline to help me out with that. If anything's going wrong with me, they do assist. They do assist in great ways. If I have my stomach hurting or a headache or something like that, they give me medication. One of the medicines they give me through the machine is simpler. They give me calcium or, you know, different things of that nature. They give me iron. Iron, because our blood gets low, our iron becomes low sometimes. So that's what they do. Now, before I get into the rest of this, what I'd like to talk to you about also is the needles. Get a good look at this arm. This is my Fischler. Good old Fischler. Gave me good 10 years. Don't hardly give me any trouble. So I love that Fischler. I treat it good. I don't carry nothing heavy in that arm. I make sure I wash it well. I take very good care of my Fischler. Okay? So, now, let's talk about these needles. They hurt. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. They hurt when they went in. Matter of fact, they hurt it today. At least one of them did anyway. You have the venous and you have the arterial. Now, what it does is it pulls the blood out that's dirty. And it goes all the way around to the dialyzer, which is also called our artificial kidney. It goes around the dialyzer, and when it comes back clean. It doesn't only just cleanse the blood and take out a little filthy things that we might have been eating, whether they were good for us or bad for us, it'll still need cleaning. It also takes out the fluid. You need the fluid to go, because even if you're urinating, you still need the fluid to go. But sometimes you slow down with urination. Sometimes you only urinate a little. So you need them to be able to pull out the fluid and take it out of your body. Or it may show in your face, or show in your knees or your legs, or show somewhere around here. You don't need that fluid on you. Now the bad thing about it, if your fluid is pulled too much, you start cramping. Child, you talk about a cramp. It's a Charlie horse to the 100th power. Hands all twisted like that, feet twisted all up. You can feel it in your stomach, both of the thighs like they lock. You start like it's excruciating pain. Sometimes I've jumped up out of the chair, I shouldn't have, but I jumped up just to try to get it out. You try rubbing it out. You try slapping it, beating it out. Sometimes it doesn't want to come out. So they come over and they give you a little fluid. They used to give us broth, and the broth would help right away if your pressure is low, because usually when my pressure is low, sometimes that cramping business starts. But most of the time, it's because too much been pulled from the muscles, pulled inside. So when they pull it, it gets to be a little too much for the body. You have to know your dry weight in order to know how much they're pulling off to see what's wrong with you. All right? Also, bring a book with you and you write down who put you on, who took you off, who did what, so you'll know, that what's going on with you and your body. This was a good day, why was it a good day? This is a rough day, why was it a rough day? Did it have something to do with how you came in, or how you felt, or how you was feeling, or what was done to you? So you have to weigh it and see it. So this is your life, and this is the illness that you're dealing with. So you got to be smart about it, and you got to be educated about what you're dealing with, and you got to make an alliance and a relationship with everybody in the center, as far as the nephrologists, you know, the doctors, the nurses, the technicians. You know, you have to make an alliance with them to work together to make yourself feel better. See, like now, it's starting to inflate. It's taking my pressure, in which my arm got to be straight. If it's not straight, it'll start beeping. It'll show that I'm not even keeping it straight, or the fact that my pressure is low, or it might need to take again. So it'll take the pressure, and then next thing you know, the pressure, it'll take it again if you didn't take it right. So that's one of the things that I want to talk to you about. Now I'm also going to get into the machine. This is the machine here. Now this might go up because I'm moving this arm, and it might go up because I'm moving that one too. You have your green light. Green light, things are wonderful and good. You're cooking now. You're cooking. Yeah. Green light is excellent. You got a green light? Yay! Be glad about it. You get a yellow light. You're not being dialyzed well when you get the yellow light. So you can always call somebody over and ask them about it. You can find out why. Sometimes you might need a little more dialysis. Sometimes you might need a little more, you know, time on the machine. But it might be a little thing. So it might not be every treatment that this happens. So you can talk to somebody about it, or you can ask about it. Usually they have, I remember when I first started, they had a little chart on there and they talked about the red light and the green light and the yellow light. So I would ask them about it, plus they would talk to me about it. I thought that was nice. The red light, you're in some trouble with that red light. You don't want the red light on. The red light, they're going to run over here, they're going to come over here just to find out what's happening, what's going on. Because the red light can mean so many things. Maybe there's air in the chamber. Maybe something isn't going right or going all the way through, but they check the machine before, because they prep it and they do different things with the machine before you get on to test it and everything. And then once you're on, they come and check things as well. So that's a good thing. That's extremely a very good thing. Okay. Let me see now. What else can I tell you? You see, they have stuff to keep their hands clean, because every time they come over to you and everything, their hands got to be clean, plus they wear gloves, and that's protection. Not to scare you or say, oh, why are they doing that just with me? They do that with everybody. You don't need germs or cross-contamination. So you got to, you know, allow the staff to be the staff to do their job, because they know how to do it. All right? As the patient, you can have something to say if you got something to say, but you got to work with them. It's a partnership. Like anything, like you are with your dentist or your doctor or anybody else that you have a partnership relationship with. They got something to say, you got something to say. You might be an expert in a certain area, but they're an expert in this area. So you got to deal with that as well. Things you might like about dialysis and the things you don't like about it. I sometimes recline and I sit back, stretch out. I like to wear comfortable clothes to dialysis, because well, sometimes the cuff grabs you, you know, sometimes it messes up something, or sometimes, you know, your hair's so long, you really don't need the dress. I tried wearing a skirt here, a dress, and a suit, and it didn't always work out. You know what I mean? You try to, you know, keep yourself presentable and right, because, you know, you sleep, you never know what you know, you don't want nothing, you know, exposed the wrong way. So you try to wear something